Hi, everybody. I'm Jack Murphy,
I'm Bobby.
and this is I'm Mr. Sock. You'll have to excuse me. Sometimes I got to speak for him because he's old like me. He got in trouble with his girlfriend, if you've been following us the other day. So anyway, before we get to Mr. Sock's problems here, because he got a few emails, and Bobby, I think she got one from one of the good viewers. But anyway, let's start out here with St. Jude. Christmas is coming up. They need the money for the kids for to buy Christmas stuff and all that. So it's not always all about the book, even though I'm told I'm supposed to talk about the book. But we mentioned the book, so there you go. I think Mr. Sock's problems with his girlfriend's more important right now, and everybody loves Mr. Sock. So Mr. Sock, I'm going to let him tell you our producer. Our producer is Montana. Mr. Junior runs the TV. So there you have it. You know who the producer is. Montana. We already said that. All right, well, let's move on to a few other things, because one of the things is somebody asked me why Mr. Sock wasn't on Tiki-Mo Talk or something, but TikTok only gives us 3 minutes, so it takes me and Mr. Sock more than 3 minutes to run to the bathroom and back. Yeah, that's true. So anyway, we did with a kid. We're sorry. He's on there this time. We made sure he got on there. But he spent most of his time talking about his girlfriend rather than the book. We're here for the book. But Mr. Sock's got other problems. So anyway, Mr. Sock there, he was in the sock drawer the other night, been keeping me up all night. I don't know how he's still doing it. And I'm going to tell the story, Mr. Sock, so just zip it for a minute, because you keep getting yourself in trouble with your girlfriend. Now, Mr. Sock, he's in my sock drawer, and he's got my phone, and he's on the phone all night long with his girlfriend, Anna Maria, because he mentioned his girlfriend in Cuba. Or not Cuba, but yeah, he mentioned about his girlfriend in Cuba. I'm old, I get it, the story mixed up, because I've been up all night listening to him and his girlfriend. So anyway, Anna Marie's on talking on the phone to Mr. Sock in the sock drawer, and of course he's got her on speaker, so I can't sleep. Well, she found out he had a girlfriend in Cuba. All right, so we all know that now. He's supposed to go down in a couple of weeks. He's supposed to spend the night with her, so you're just going to have to see what happens in a couple of weeks, because he's going to have to make up with her. Because
Anna Marie is from
Cuba.
No,
I got it wrong. I hope I don't mention another country, because he's going to get in trouble. I try to stay out of his girlfriend's problems.
Colombian.
She's Colombia. Now not the Columbia, Missouri. She's down there where me and Mr. Sock get her coffee from Mr. Valdez. That's where she's from. Let me tell you, she's a handful. Now, she knows that her twin sister Diana is also his girlfriend. Now, she knows that, and his girlfriend died, and she just laughed about it. So anyway, she thought it was funny. So I think if he don't make up with her, we'll know later this week. But if he don't make up with her, he's going to have to go over to Diana's house. And I don't know what Mr. Sock and them do. Maybe playing Twister with her sister or something. But anyway, that's between Mr. Sock and Diana and Anna Marie. So hopefully he makes up. We'll know later on. He's going to be on later this week, so he maybe let us know if he's made up with it. So anyway, you got to zip it. I can't make it too slow, even though we got more than 3 minutes. All right, so Mr. Sock, he actually got a couple emails. I guess that's what we're supposed to talk about. One of the viewers wanted to know if he was real. Only thing I know to say, people, get real. If he wasn't real, he wouldn't be standing here talking to you, and he wouldn't be keeping me up all night over his girlfriend problems. Now, Mr. Sock, I'm just going to put it out here. He's got a lot of girlfriends. Now, if you're old like me, you know in the morning when you get up, you got to take a bunch of pills or you're not going to see the sun pop out in the morning. So he's got more girlfriends than I got pills. I'm just so if you girls take Mr. Sock on, don't call him at night. It keeps me up all night. And anyway, the girlfriend problem's his problem, not mine. That's why he's not speaking, because he's afraid he's going to mess up again. See, he knows he's going to mess up, so he's keeping his mouth closed. He's got dozens of girlfriends, and that's between him and his girlfriend. So let's move on to something else. What was the other email besides him not being real? Ask his girlfriend as if he's real or not. So that's all I can tell you. He got another email. I guess that was on the TikTok because he wasn't on there.
We want to give let Fort Campbell know that we sent you a signed poster, and we also sent Miss Misha Thompson some goodies. Yeah, she is our #1 fan, and she is from Fort Campbell. We appreciate you. Sorry.
Go on, get it out of there. Mr. Sock, you got to zip it.
Thank you for all your love and support. We love you. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Now, if you stuck with us on the other shows, you'll know them idiot brother and sister-in-law of mine. They become millionaires. And Mr. Sock here, he actually believes, I think he believes the story. I don't know. But he's been doing some online school and he wants to become a millionaire. So, anyway, let's move on from that. He's still trying to figure out that last nonsense with her last email, so we'll get through that. All right, we want to talk about fake emails.
Fake accounts.
Fake accounts. All right, now, Mr. Sock, he of course, goes through his. They ain't sent him nothing. But anyway, now that worthless brother-in-law and sister-in-law and mother-in-law, father-in-law. Anyway, now they're creating fake accounts. So, if you read something about the book is worthless, don't get it, and all this stuff, don't pay attention to that. They're fake accounts. The publisher's working on it. The attorneys are working on it. Mr. Sock's working on it. So, don't pay attention. They try to get that nonsense removed. You need to read the book for yourself, but if a new account, I don't know how this technology works. Neither does Mr. Sock. He's still got doing his online schooling. But anyway, if you see some of these fake accounts on there, they're brand new. We know where that come from, and we know to have everybody work on getting them off. So,
but I want to point out, and I think Mr. Sock and me were talking about this. To those people who have such a big issue with my children, who attack my children, you can attack me and Jack all you want. We grown folk. You can attack Mr. Sock all you want. He's grown folk. All right, but you're a coward for going after my children. You're a coward because you have to create fake accounts and you can't even put your own photo up there. You're a coward. You're not even on my radar. Say what you want. I'll pray for you. I have no hate in my heart for you, but you do need some help. God bless you. Go on, Mr. Sock.
All right. Anyway, me and Mr. Sock, we're all that nonsense. You know, they're not grown up. They're childish. They're cowards. They're con artists. They're thieves. All that. So anyway, I save all that stuff because if you people want to see it, me and Mr. Sock will put it on there. So we're more than happy to read that nonsense to you so you can keep up with it. Let's see, what else have we got here today? We've talked about Mr. Sock's girlfriends. We've talked about the fake accounts. Oh, I got to put this out there because we're supposed to talk about the book. So anyway, me and Mr. Sock, we've been putting the book to test because me and Mr. Sock, we're retired. And And so we look for stuff to do. Normally the kids, the wife, they run around the house and they tear all this shit up in the house, so me and Mr. Sock's got something to do. But once in a while, me and Mr. Sock, we go out on the road, you know. Well, we do have to go out when the neighbor hits a critter to get us something to eat that night. We're not millionaires like my brother-in-law and sister-in-law. You know, I just had to put it out there. We're not millionaires like Mr. Sock's working on becoming a millionaire. So we'll catch up with that. So anyway, when we go outside, we actually have to start going down to the highway now to get a critter for supper. Because the neighbors, I'm just going to tell you the way it is. When me and Mr. Sock goes out to mow the grass or go get the critter that's in the road, the neighbors actually run in their house. So I don't know. They might think me and Mr. Sock's crazy. I don't know. But anyway, me and Mr. Sock, we went down to the highway the other night, and we went to get some supper. So anyway, have we got a book? Give me a book. Give me a book. Anyway, here's the book. So we've already had it out there. If you buy the book, if you don't read it, you don't like it, it's good for other uses for Christmas. If you want to give people for Christmas,
you'll love the book.
So we already know you can throw it at a thief and it's going to knock him out. Okay? Now, me and Mr. Sock, we've been spending some time. But anyway, to get back to the critter, we had to get out of the highway. Now, over here where we live, we're hillbillies. You already know that. It was pouring down rain. I'm just going to put it out there. Me and Mr. Sock was fighting who's going to go out in the highway and get a critter for supper. So Mr. Sock comes up with this bright idea, and he says he's going to go out there and get the critter out of the road in a pouring down rain. I kid you not. It's a true story. So anyway, Mr. Sock grabs his book, puts it over his head. You can see it. You don't got to buy an umbrella. It keeps the rain off of you. So Mr. Sock admitted it. You buy the book. It's good for the thieves. It works for an umbrella. And it just, you know, you ain't got to buy 50,000 things for your home. You just need to buy the book. We're going to do more research, me and Mr. Sock, on the book. So anyway, we also, later that week, we just like to sightsee. So we're going down this gravel road. And I shouldn't tell his story because he's probably going to get in trouble with his girlfriends again. That's why he's so quiet today. But anyway, we had a flat tire. Me and Mr. Sock, we're standing on a gravel road, and we're arguing back and forth just like always. Who's going to get out and fix the flat tire? Well, you know it's going to be me because Mr. Sock ain't got no arms. So there's not much fighting there. So anyway, this good-looking country gal, she pulls up. Well, you know Mr. Sock, that's the first thing he starts doing is flirting with her. Now, hopefully Diana don't watch this video because I don't want to be up again all night tonight. So anyway, Mr. Sock goes outside the truck and he's flirting with her. And she actually starts to bend over. She's got these shorts on. Let me make that clear. So Mr. Sock, he's flirting with her. Well, he goes back to the truck and he grabs the book. Now, he grabs the book, and I don't know what he's doing. I thought he was going to knock her out with it or something. But anyway, he grabs the book, sets it down on the gravel. She gets down on her knees and she fixes the flat. So I figured out the book is also good for if you got a flat, a girl stops to help you, and she don't want to get her knees hurt or get dirty. You put the book down and you put your knee on it. So now we've found about 3 things the book's good for. So anyway, I hope Anna Marie don't, because he was flirting with his girl and she's probably going to be calling him all night too. So I don't know. That's why he's so quiet. You know, once he got to talking on the last show, we couldn't get him to shut up, but he's quiet because he's afraid of getting in trouble. So, anyway, Did we have anything else we wanted to move on to? All right. So we know how the family issue things turned out. We know we're getting fake things, accounts they keep setting up. But we'll let the attorneys deal with that. And by the way, speaking of attorneys, I got to bring it up because Mr. Sock brought it up the other night. He was going over them stupid ass emails or whatever that the dumbass sister-in-law sent, and now we all know she's on the phone or doing the texting, and this is all about 9 o'clock at night. So she claims she's on the phone with her attorney. She's gonna sue us because she unblocked us. Now I don't know how you sue when you're unblocking me, but anyway. Get the point out there, me and Mr. Sock, we've had attorneys, and they know that because they've been served from us before and they've always lost. But anyway, we all know attorneys don't answer their phone at 9 o'clock at night. Mine don't. I mean, if they're millionaires, maybe their attorneys answer it. I don't know. I could be lying because I'm not a millionaire. Maybe their attorneys answer their phone at 9 o'clock at night. But I'm just going to tell you, I'm sure their attorney didn't answer the phone. I bet you he was in bed reading this book. That's what I think. That's just my opinion. He's in bed. He's reading Bobby's book. So that's the answer on that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Is there anything you want to say, Mr. Sock? Talk to him. Mr. Sock ain't going to say nothing because he don't want to get his butt chewed out by Diana. Or not Diana, but Anna Marie. Diana's the other girlfriend he's got to go spend the night with. That's the twin sister. I kind of did a little research myself because I've been trying to figure out how Mr. Sock's been getting out of the house without me. Now, you got a picture of Boone? My TV producer, he's falling asleep over there, so we know y'all's probably getting bored. Is Boone up there?
Yeah, he's getting up.
We're looking for Boone. But anyway, when Boone gets on there, I did find out that Boone and Mr. Sock have been working together. So when Mr. Sock goes to Cuba to see his other girlfriend, and who knows else where he goes, because I'm old, I lose Mr. Sock. And I don't know if it's in the sock drawer or if he's visiting his girlfriend. But anyway, Boone and Mr. Sock, they've been working together. So Boone puts Mr. Sock in a box. And then he ships him over to get on UPS, I think. Could be FedEx. I don't know. I don't know how that works either. But anyway, he puts him in a box, kicks him out on the front door. And they pick him up and he gets mailed to Cuba, and then he gets his way back. Well, by the time he's gone and got back, that's when I start looking for him. Because it's just like my family. They don't know I'm missing until they tear something up and want it fixed. So anyway, we're not going to get a picture of Mr. Boone, or otherwise you'd know who the other guilty party is when he goes off to see his other girlfriend.
Yep, here it comes.
So, is it coming?
It's coming up. It's slow. It's taking a little bit to load today, guys. Sorry.
Junior, Montana. Junior, Montana. Anyway, Mr. Sock, he's got his bow tie on. He's looking pretty good. And,
here we go.
Oh, there's Boone. Do you see him? Boone! Boone! My buddy Boone! Anyway, that's the culprit that helps him get to see his other girlfriend. So Dinah's watching this, and she finds out, I'm sorry you found out from us, not Mr. Sock. I'm old, I'm slow, it takes a while to figure that out. So anyway, is there anything else? Do we ain't get any other emails?
No.
Any of that?
We're good.
All right, so before we end it, I'm just going to tell you, if you want to become a millionaire overnight, Mr. Sock's going to show you how to do that. Yep. He's been doing online schooling. Yep. So he's going to do an online schooling. He's going to tell us how to become a millionaire. Hopefully, if he does that, we won't have to go out to the highway to get something to eat that night. So anyway, I think that's all. Mr. Sock ain't got a lot to say until he gets out of trouble. I want to put it out there. Anna Maria, if you call Mr. Sock tonight because you're in trouble, don't keep me up all night. Because Mr. Sock has trouble leaving the sock drawer for some reason. But anyway, we put it out there. So thank you guys,
Thanks,
and we'll
guys.
see you till next time.
Thanks for tuning in. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Montana,
Bye.
how do I do this?
Bye. Bye. Montana.